Angel says sometimes a message appears in your life at a moment when you least expect it, not to create fear or pressure, but to remind you to pause and become aware of what is happening around you. Life often moves quickly, filled with responsibilities, plans, and the many things competing for your attention. In that constant motion, it becomes easy to overlook the quiet moments when reflection can help you understand your path more clearly. This message is not about urgency or panic. It is about awareness and the value of taking a moment to truly listen to your thoughts and feelings. There may have been times recently when you sensed that something in your life was shifting. Sometimes those changes are small at first, appearing as new ideas, new opportunities, or even a realization that encourages you to think differently about your future. These moments of awareness can feel subtle, but they often guide you toward growth. When you allow yourself to pause and reflect, you begin to recognize the direction your life is gradually taking. Angel says clarity often appears when you step away from noise and distractions. When your mind becomes calm, it becomes easier to understand what truly matters to you. Many people discover that the answers they have been searching for were already within their own thoughts and experiences. Reflection allows those answers to become visible. You may remember moments in your life when a single realization changed the way you approached a situation. Perhaps it helped you see an opportunity where you once saw a problem, or it reminded you of your own strength during a difficult time. These realizations often arrive quietly, but they can have a powerful impact on the decisions you make moving forward. Angel says growth is not something that happens all at once. It develops gradually as you learn from your experiences and adjust your perspective. Each lesson you encounter helps you become more patient, more thoughtful, and more confident in your ability to navigate life's challenges. Over time, these lessons build a stronger understanding of yourself and the direction you want your life to take. Another important part of this process is trust in your own ability to adapt and improve. Every person faces moments of uncertainty, but those moments also create opportunities to learn something valuable. When you approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear, you begin to discover solutions that may not have been visible before. Angel says it is also helpful to appreciate the progress you have already made. Many people focus only on the goals they have not yet reached, forgetting that they have already overcome many obstacles and learned important lessons along the way. Gratitude for your journey can help you remain calm and balanced as you continue moving forward. The message reaching you right now is simply a reminder to stay aware of your path and the opportunities around you. When you take time to listen and reflect, you strengthen your ability to make thoughtful decisions and create a future that aligns with your values and aspirations. Remember that your story is still unfolding. Each new day offers another chance to learn something meaningful, connect with others, and move closer to the life you want to create. When you approach life with patience and awareness, you allow positive change to develop naturally. Angel says as you continue listening to this message, allow yourself to slow down for a moment and reflect on where you are in your life right now. Many people move through their days quickly, focusing on responsibilities, plans, and expectations. In that constant movement, it becomes easy to overlook the quiet moments when life is trying to guide you toward a deeper understanding of yourself and your future. Reflection is not about stopping your progress. It is about making sure that the direction you are moving in truly aligns with the life you want to build. There may have been times recently when you sensed that something within you was asking for change or growth. Perhaps it appeared as a thought encouraging you to try something new, improve a habit, or look at a situation from a different perspective. These moments of awareness often arrive quietly, but they can be powerful turning points in your journey. When you choose to listen to them, you begin to see opportunities that once felt hidden. Angel says clarity often comes when you give yourself the space to think calmly and honestly about your experiences. When your mind is filled with noise and distractions, it becomes difficult to recognize the lessons that life is offering. But when you pause and reflect, your thoughts become clearer and you begin to notice patterns that influence your decisions and results. Every experience you have lived through carries a lesson. Some of those lessons came through joyful moments that encouraged your confidence and motivation. Others may have arrived through challenges that tested your patience and resilience. Both kinds of experiences are valuable because they contribute to the wisdom you now carry. The person you are today has been shaped by every step you have taken along your journey. Angel says growth often develops gradually through small changes in the way you think and act. When you begin to approach situations with greater awareness, you naturally make more thoughtful decisions. You may notice yourself becoming more patient during difficult moments or more open to learning from new ideas. These small shifts in perspective can create meaningful changes over time. Another important part of reflection is understanding that your journey does not need to look exactly like anyone else's. Every person moves through life at a different pace, guided by unique experiences and goals. When you focus on your own path rather than comparing it to others, you begin to appreciate the progress you are making in your own way. Angel says patience is essential when you are building something meaningful in your life. Just like a seed needs time to grow into a strong tree, the efforts you invest in learning and improving yourself need time to develop into lasting results. When you remain patient, you allow your experiences to guide you without feeling pressured to have every answer immediately. Gratitude can also help you stay balanced as you continue moving forward. When you take time to appreciate the lessons you have already learned and the progress you have made, your perspective becomes more positive and steady. Gratitude reminds you that growth is happening even when the results are not yet fully visible. Angel says the message reaching you right now is simply a reminder that awareness and reflection can help guide your future. When you listen carefully to the lessons life is offering, you strengthen your ability to make choices that lead to meaningful progress. Your story is still unfolding, and every day offers another opportunity to learn something new about yourself and the world around you. When you approach life with curiosity, patience, and openness, you create the conditions for growth and positive change. Angel says as you continue reflecting on this message, it is important to understand that every person experiences moments when life quietly asks them to pause and look more carefully at their path. These moments are not interruptions, they are opportunities for awareness. In the rush of everyday responsibilities, people often focus only on what needs to be done next, rarely stopping long enough to think about what they truly want their life to become. Yet growth begins when you give yourself the space to observe your thoughts, your choices, and the direction those choices are guiding you toward. There may have been periods when you felt uncertain about whether you were moving forward or simply repeating the same routines. Many people experience this feeling because progress is not always dramatic or obvious. Sometimes it appears quietly in the way you think differently about a situation, in the patience you show when challenges arise, or in the wisdom you gain from experiences that once felt confusing. These subtle changes are signs that your understanding is growing and that your perspective is becoming stronger. Angel says awareness is one of the most valuable qualities you can develop. When you become aware of your thoughts and habits, you begin to see how they influence your daily experiences. Some habits encourage progress and clarity, while others may hold you back without you even realizing it. When you notice these patterns, you gain the ability to adjust them. That simple act of awareness gives you more control over the direction of your life. Another important truth is that every experience, even the ones that once seemed difficult, carries a lesson. When you look back at past challenges with a calmer perspective, you may begin to see how they helped you become more patient, more thoughtful, and more resilient. The strength you have today did not appear suddenly, it developed through the many moments when you chose to continue moving forward. Angel says patience plays an essential role in meaningful growth. In a world where many people expect immediate results, patience allows you to remain steady while your efforts develop over time. Just like a tree grows its roots deep beneath the ground before its branches become visible, the work you are doing on your mindset and habits may be preparing something important for your future. You may also notice that your perspective begins to change when you stop comparing your journey to the journeys of others. Every life moves at its own rhythm, shaped by different experiences and goals. When you focus on your own path, you begin to appreciate the progress you are making and the lessons that belong uniquely to your story. Angel says gratitude can help you remain balanced while you continue growing. When you take time to appreciate the progress you have already made, you remind yourself that every step forward has value. Gratitude shifts your attention from what you feel is missing to what is already developing in your life. It is also important to recognize how your environment influences your mindset. Conversations that encourage learning and positivity can inspire you to keep improving. When you spend time with people who value growth and understanding, their energy can strengthen your own motivation to move forward. Angel says the message reaching you right now is not about urgency or pressure. It is simply a reminder that awareness and reflection can help guide you toward a more meaningful direction. When you listen carefully to the lessons your experiences are offering, you begin to make choices that align more closely with the future you want to create. Your journey is still unfolding, and every day gives you another opportunity to learn, to grow, and to discover new possibilities. When you approach life with patience and awareness, you allow positive changes to develop naturally. Angel says as you continue to reflect on this message, remember that life is constantly guiding you through moments of learning and awareness. Many people believe that change must always arrive in dramatic ways, but the truth is that the most meaningful transformations often happen quietly. They begin in the way you think about your life, the way you respond to situations, and the way you begin to understand yourself more clearly. When you allow yourself to pause and observe these changes, you begin to notice that your journey is moving forward even when progress feels slow. There may have been times when you questioned whether your efforts were leading you towards something meaningful. Those moments of uncertainty are natural because every person who wants to grow eventually begins asking deeper questions about their direction. Reflection is not a sign that something is wrong, it is often the first step toward greater clarity. When you examine your experiences with honesty and patience, you begin to recognize what truly matters and which choices support the future you want to create. Angel says awareness gives you the ability to see your life from a wider perspective. Instead of reacting automatically to every challenge or disappointment, you begin to observe what each situation is teaching you. Some experiences strengthen your patience, others build your resilience, and many help you understand your values more clearly. Each lesson becomes part of the wisdom that guides your next decision. Another important part of growth is understanding that your journey does not need to look like anyone else's. Every person moves forward at a different pace, shaped by different experiences and goals. When you stop comparing your progress to others, you allow yourself to focus on your own development. This focus helps you appreciate the steps you are taking and the lessons you are learning along the way. Angel says patience remains one of the most valuable qualities you can practice during times of change. Just like a seed takes time to grow into a strong tree, your efforts require time to develop into meaningful results. Each day that you choose to learn something new or improve your habits adds strength to the foundation of your future. You may also notice that your mindset influences how you see opportunities around you. When your thoughts are filled with doubt or negativity, it becomes easy to overlook possibilities that could lead to growth. But when you approach life with curiosity and openness, your attention naturally shifts toward ideas and opportunities that support progress. Angel says gratitude can help you remain balanced as you continue moving forward. When you appreciate the progress you have already made and the lessons you have learned, you remind yourself that growth is happening even if the results are not yet fully visible. Gratitude creates a calm and positive perspective that encourages continued improvement. The environment around you can also influence your mindset in powerful ways. Supportive conversations, encouraging friendships, and positive influences can inspire you to keep developing your skills and understanding. When you surround yourself with people who value growth and awareness, their perspective can strengthen your own determination. Angel says the message reaching you right now is simply a reminder to stay aware of your journey and the opportunities that life continues to place in front of you. When you listen carefully to the lessons within your experiences, you gain the ability to move forward with greater clarity and confidence. Your story is still unfolding, and every day brings another opportunity to shape the direction of your future. When you remain patient, aware, and open to learning, you allow your life to develop in ways that bring meaning and growth. If this message resonated with you, comment, "I welcome clarity and growth." Like this video if you believe reflection can guide your future, and subscribe if you want to continue hearing messages that inspire awareness, patience, and confidence for the journey ahead.